Guys, welcome to Learn with Lodhas. And today, today's topic, before we discuss, we will just go to a background. Earlier, I have uploaded one tutorial on how to prepare and file ETDS return, step 1, and I have got 30 views on that, and I have got a comment from Sudhir Redekar. Just he told that it's a great video. I'm waiting for step 2, and that's why I'm making this tutorial for him and for my other subscriber who wish to know about the second step involved while filing ETDS return online. So once again, go to the presentation. Our topic was how to prepare and file ETDS return. We have seen there are 3 steps involved while filing ETDS return. First of all, downloading TDS preparation utility, that is called RPU, from NSDL website. Second is preparation of TDS return and validation. Third is file ETDS return either online or you can send it to your nearest NSDL franchisee. So in this tutorial we will cover preparation of TDS return and validation. Those who don't know how to download it, they can view my earlier video. So let's start. We have downloaded ETDS RPU and there is very much is on my C. Once you can go to RPU file, rpu.exe file. You click on this file, this software will come, and click on 26Q regular, then click to continue. What you can do over here, first we should understand the different tabs available here. Before that, what I will do, I have one file which I have saved earlier. I will open that file in this software so that I did not to punch all the data once again. What I will do over here, I have okay, it's saying it's for 26Q. Okay, I will do it again. Let's see what it says this time. Okay, this time what is saying, it is saying I have actually selected 26Q instead of 24Q. This file is basically for 24Q. What is 24Q and 26Q? Let's see. Data will can go. Okay, I will tell you. Once you have deducted a TDS from a person's salary, you need to fill TDS return in the form 24Q. And if you have deducted TDS apart from other than salary payments like contractual payments, like professional payments and other payments, then you need to file 26Q. So here what I'm presuming, I'm filing 24Q for a person who is employed under Learn with Lodhas Limited. Okay, and I have deducted TDS on his income. So let's move how to go about it. Let's see. First of all, you need to fill a TAN deduction collection account number, TAN number, which everybody calls it. Before that, one should know you have first type year here 2030, and then you have to select the financial year 13-14. Okay, after that you have to select the quarter. I'm selecting quarter as Q1. Okay, and after that you have to fill in TAN number, you have to fill the permanent account number. What I'm telling is from the perspective of the deductor, you have to fill in TAN of deductor, PAN of the deductor. Here the PAN or employer is Learn with Lodhas. Learn with Lodhas Limited. I have here you have to mention the particulars of the deductor. About these columns, I will let you know afterwards. Type of deductor, you have to select that what is the status of Learn with Lodhas. Is it a company or is it a body of individual, HUF firm, whatever it is, you have to select that. After that, if you are filing this as a revised return, then you have to give it yes, and in that case what will happen, it will give you these 4 or 5 rows will get activated, and you have to fill in this also. Okay, so now it is no, so it won't get activated, and you need not to type anything over here. Next, particulars of deductor employer name learn with Lodha, and after that you have to fill in the address where this learn with Lodha is actually existed, flat number, name of devices, and this is not this and then all. You fill in all these columns, but keep in mind wherever the tick mark is there, that is a compulsory field. If you won't fill that particular field, what will happen? This will not be validated. So keep in mind wherever the tick mark is there, you can see over here flat number is compulsory, pin code is compulsory, state is compulsory, likewise. And you have to fill in telephone number. Be sure you have to type STD code here and phone number here. If you type total whole of this phone number at one place, it won't take this. Okay, and after that you have to mention your email ID. Once you have done with that, just go below particular of the person responsible for deduction of tax. That means learn with Lodha, some person is there who is responsible for deduction of TDS and filing the tax return, or whatever the case may be. So person on behalf of learn with Lodha will detail of the person who is responsible on behalf of learn with Lodha will have to fill in his own credentials over here. So name Sumit Lodha, I presume he is VP Finance in Lumley Lodha. So you have to type his designation, and after that once again the address and all. For sake of easiness, I have put the same address and all over here also, same phone number. So it is just uh, for depiction purpose. Okay, so I am filling all the details. This is the personal detail what you can see of your deductor and the person responsible for deduction of tax. So one more column, if you see here, has address change, you have to put it no. Has address change, no. If you are going to change the address, then you have to put it yes. Okay, what he is saying, has address change since last return, no, then no. Okay, now come to the next level, challan. Yeah, this is very much important. You have to put serial number 1 first here. Then section code is not mandatory. If you put your cursor over here, it will show field is applicable only up to financial year 2012-13. After that, you have to fill in all the columns. For example, my employer, that means learn with Lodha, has deducted 100 rupees TDS from my salary. Then what it will do, 100 rupees and 3 rupees as education says, 103 is total. But one thing you need to be sure, you have to be taken care of all the other columns. You have to mention 0, otherwise it won't get. And whatever the active fields are there, you need to fill in only those fields. So like if it is not activity, if I'm trying to fill in anything, it won't take it. Okay, so moving ahead, you have to mention employer has to mention the BSR code, okay, of the bank through which that particular payment was made, and after that date on which that particular tax was deposited, and after this is the challan number. Once you will see challan, bank challan, you will find this transfer voucher or challan serial number. You have to mention that number over here. After that, one column is there, whether TDS deposited by book entry or not. No, it is paid, actually paid. It is not by deposited by book entry. It is basically for government type of department. They are transferring the TDS, they are depositing their TDS through book entry and all. So it is not pretty much of importance for a common man like me, you and me. All the other companies and firms and individuals have to deposit the TDS collected from their employees through the challan. Okay, so the challan number will come over here, and interest, if you have paid along with the interest, you have to mention interest, others, and most important thing, minor head of challan. So if it is payable by the taxpayer, it's normal TDS, then it's 200. Otherwise, if department has raised and demand or so after regular assessment of the TDS statement, then it will be covered under 400. So you have to select it 200. Okay. Next, coming to annexure 1, this is more important. What challan was, the challan detail, whatever you have paid is covered under this, and that for whom you have paid that, now it will be covered in annexure A. So let's, I've already filled in all the columns so that video should not take much time. Once again, I have put challan serial number here. I think I have shown you is serial number 1. I think if it is challan 10 challans, then you need to mention over here how many entries belongs to row number 1, how many entries belongs to row number 2. Like if there may be a case that you have one challan and you have 10 deductees, so what you need to do, you have mentioned challan 1. Okay, you need to fill in only once the total challan, but the adjustment you have to fill in 10 entries. Okay, in all the 10 entries you have to mention challan serial number or select challan number 1. Okay, so that particular challan will get adjusted against those entries. So since I have only one challan over here, so that problem will not arise. Basically challan serial number 1 I have mentioned, then once again the PSR code, then all will be taken automatically by the system. I need not to file it. This is very much important, in which section you have made the deduction. For salary I have made it 92B, so I have selected 92B, and this is also already came from the last sheet. This is very important, the employee reference number provided by, if your staff number or employee number, what you can see, uh, you have to mention this one. And after that, PAN of the employee, PAN number against which that particular TDS will be deducted. That means a person who was the employee of Learn with Lohas, whose tax has been deducted by the Learn with Lodha, that employee detail will come over here. Name of the employee, I presume Sumit Lodha is employee, also an employee of Learn with Lodha, and his PAN number is this one, and employer has deducted and paid this TDS 100 rupees, on which amount, 1000 rupees. I presume 10% rate is applicable as per slab rates to Mr. Sumit. So on 1000 rupees, employer has deducted 100 rupees and 3 rupees at education cess. And going further, you have to mention total tax deposited and the date of deduction. And these two columns are, if you have deducted less TDS, sometimes people are getting exemption for non-deduction of TDS or deduction at the lower rate, then you have to you have to mention the remark A, B or C over here. Okay, what is exactly the reason of this? Okay, so since I have deducted full amount, so there is no need to fill in all this. Certificate number issued by the assessing officer under section. Once I will select this A, so definitely there is a certificate issued by the assessing officer to that particular person for non-deduction, loan deduction. First I have to select the reason here and have to mention the certificate number over here. So these two columns are not applicable for me for the timing, so I am going ahead. Once I have done with that, what I can do over here, I can save this file by whatever name, Learn with Lohas. I am saving it. What I have prepared, I am saving this. Since I have already saved it, so it's saying that whether I need to, it already exists, do you want to replace it? Yes, I want to replace it. And after that you have to create a file. This is the actual validation process. Since I don't have the CSI file, we'll discuss what is CSI file. So I can't take this, I can't browse anything over here because all this data is dummy data, so I don't have the CSI file right now. But while doing this, the CSI file is compulsory, so no worry, I will show you how to go about it. If you do have the CSI file, what you need to do, CSI file you can download from the traces. If you have your TAN number register over there, you can download that CSI file. It's exactly challan file, what you can see. Okay, you have to browse that file wherever it is, and you have to select that file. Okay, once we have done with that, second is consolidated file .tds file. It is applicable only for correction statement. So we are not filing a correction statement, we are filing a regular statement. so you need not to select anything over here. Third is error upload static report file path. You have to just browse it and you have to just select it a path. I'm selecting desktop and then save it. You need not to do selection any file or all. It is just a path you have to give where your error file or your uh, static upload file will be downloaded. Once you will click on validate, it will show the message like this. Since this file is having some errors, I will tell you what kind of error they are and how to rectify them. Error found during validation, error file and HTML error file generated. Open C user desktop, whatever path I have given to them. Now just go to my desktop. This is the error file. This is the error file. Okay, and how to view this? It is as HTML file open with Internet Explorer. Yeah, here it is. What it's showing? It's showing that file header is statement type not even field type. What is showing? CSI file is mandatory for non-nil challenge. I have some particular challenge, so what it is saying that CSI file is compulsory to validate this particular statement. Since I don't have, once you have the CSI file, you can browse it and validate it easily. So, and it's also showing that FVO version 3.9. So I have made it in 3.9. You please ensure whatever the latest FVO version available on the NSDL website, you just download that APU which contains the latest FVO version. So I think for now it's 4.0. I feel 4.0 is the latest version right now. It gets changed, so but the basic premise will remain the same. So I hope this makes sense, and I've shown you how to file. Once you have done all these things, you will have two important file. One is FVO file, which you need to need to send to the NSDL for uploading purpose, and one is the statistic report. It will be like this statistic report. It will show name the deductor, time deductor, pan of deductor, type of form, and assessment year, financial year, and total challan amount, number of deducted records, number of deducted records with tax deducted higher rates, and different type of thing. And it will also show how many challans have been verified through the CSI system, how, how, how and which of the challans are not exactly matched. So I hope this makes sense, and tata bye bye for now. If you like this tutorial, then just come to our Facebook page and like us, or you can subscribe us on YouTube for more of this kind of tutorials.